Welcome. Today we're delving into the dynamic world of biotech investments with Kimon Passios. Kimon is an executive vice president and a member of the investment team for our SMID portfolio, which is our signature strategy. He has been a member of the investment team since the inception of the strategy in 1996, so he has gained a great deal of proficiency in the biotech sector while also navigating many different market environments. In his most recent white paper, Kimon examines important trends, challenges, and opportunities that lie ahead in the biotech sector. Hi, Kimon. It's nice to see you today.
Nice to be with you.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I read your white paper, and it is very informative. I do have a few questions for you. Firstly, why is an investment in biotech a good opportunity in today's market?
We believe there are a number of reasons to like biotech. Certainly, the breakthrough innovation that new drugs bring to the healthcare system. Those new drugs, when they are approved, offer secular growth, exceptional secular growth for the companies that bring those drugs to market. Aside from that, merger and acquisition activity is high in this industry. And looking out over the next 5 years, there are a number of blockbuster drugs that are coming off patent, where those large pharma companies losing patent protection on those drugs are looking to fill their pipelines with M&A. And often that M&A involves buying high growth, smaller biotech companies. And lastly, there's a lot of attention in today's market on AI, and we think AI over the longer term will help companies in drug development, including biotech, become more successful in choosing the right candidates to pursue, and also reduce the time frame that drug development takes.
Interesting. Next question. The title of your piece is Do Not Be Afraid. That sounds a bit ominous. Can you identify the risks associated with the biotech sector? I know a lot of asset managers tend to stay away from the sector because of the risks, so how comfortable are you with that?
Yeah, certainly the binary risks are there. And because of those binary risks, many managers do avoid biotechs altogether, or the biotech industry. But we believe a disciplined, careful approach with the proper risk controls can limit the downside, but also offer the tremendous upside that biotech offers.
So it sounds like the benefits outweigh the risks. That's good. Next question. Let me ask you about another potential risk. Given that we're in an election year, do you see any risk associated with healthcare reform or drug price controls?
Certainly, healthcare reforms are to be expected in an election cycle, but the long-term impact from such reforms actually enacted tends to be minimal. And in our view, the rewards of drug innovation continue, and that remains strong. In addition, any share pressure or pressure on the shares of biotech companies that might come during the election year as these proposals are made, that tends to be short-lived and often represents a good buying opportunity.
Excellent. Can you give us a brief view of how Pinnacle looks at the biotech sector?
Sure. So there's a number of investment criteria we look for when we're analyzing biotech. First, as a risk control, we take very small positions to limit the downside risk. But the positions are large enough that when things go the right way, in the right direction, we certainly capture plenty of upside. In addition to that, we diversify among a number of holdings. So in one sense, you could look at our biotech weighting as one large pharma company that has a great number of drugs under development. We avoid, when it comes to individual companies, we avoid early stage companies. So the pipelines have to be further along in development with at least one drug candidate in phase 3 testing or beyond that, meaning a given company may have an approved drug and commercial revenues coming in. Other factors we look for, a research technology platform that the company owns that can produce a number of drug candidates. So these are not one product companies. And finally, we like to find companies that have partnerships with large pharma. That's evidence that the pipeline has value and these larger companies are willing to share in the development and the ultimate profits of those drugs.
That's great. Thank you for sharing your expertise, Kimon. If you would like to read Kimon's white paper, please visit Pinnacle's website at pinnacle-associates.com, or alternatively, feel free to email Andrew Aras, AERAS, at pinnacle-associates.com. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.